Remember Boomer, the St. Paul canine who was injured last week? Well, we got a chance to visit him at home today with his handler.
Boomer took a bullet during a deadly confrontation between 3 St. Paul police officers and an armed man. The man died in that confrontation and Boomer was injured. The shooting's still under investigation. Today, Caroline Lowe had a first-time visit with Boomer, who is now recovering at home with his partner.
I depend on him to keep me safe out on the street. That's a good boy. And he depends on me to keep him safe, and that friendship paid off on Monday.
St. Paul Canine Officer Patrick Murphy is talking about his partner, Boomer. Boomer was shot in the face and bleeding heavily in the backseat of their squad as Murphy raced from the East Side shooting scene to the University of Minnesota Vet Hospital.
There was blood coming through the front or from the back over my windshield in the front, so I knew that he was in serious trouble.
Boomer needed a couple of transfusions to replace his lost blood and surgery on his mouth.
He's missing a chunk of his jawbone. He's got it broken. His upper jaw is currently broken.
But less than 2 days later, Boomer was back in the squad and itching to get back to work.
How's he doing?
He's doing good. That's a good boy.
Officer Murphy took vacation this week to take care of Boomer, who still needs medication for pain and to prevent infections.
Feels like he's ready to go back today, but he's under a lot of meds right now.
Boomer gets his stitches out next week. The next test will be how he does with his sniffing.
The dog's ability to find people and things is what we use him for, and that'll be the big test on whether or not he's going to come back. Right now, his prognosis looks great.
Officer Murphy credits University of Minnesota veterinary doctors for saving Boomer's life. Boomer is frustrated now because he can't chew on some of his favorite toys because they could infect his mouth. Boy, he sure looked great today and itching to go out and chase bad guys.
Good, good. And then what's the sniff test? You mentioned this when we were
talking about it. They have to see
earlier.
if he's lost any. He has had some nasal passages injured, but they're hoping that he'll be able to go back. And his partner, Officer Murphy, said he's sniffing. Seems to be okay when they go out and walk. So very optimistic that he'll be back on the job in 2 weeks.
Oh, good. Well, thank you, Caroline.
We'll be keeping progress.
I know you will.